Welcome to War Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of history's most remarkable figures. I'm your host, General Biography, and today we're going to explore the extraordinary life of Winston Churchill, one of the most iconic leaders of the 20th century. From his early days as a young boy to his rise as a statesman and warrior, Churchill's life was marked by unwavering determination, unshakable courage, and unparalleled leadership. Born on November 30, 1874, at Blenheim Palace in Woodstock, Oxfordshire, England, Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill was the youngest of two sons born to Lord Randolph Churchill and Jenny Jerome. The Churchill family was a prominent one, with a long history of politics, military service, and nobility. Winston's father, Lord Randolph, was a charismatic politician who served as Chancellor of the Exchequer and leader of the House of Commons, while his mother, Jenny, was an American socialite and a member of the wealthy Jerome family. Winston's early childhood was spent at Blenheim Palace, surrounded by the opulence and grandeur of the British aristocracy. He was a curious and adventurous boy, with a passion for reading, writing, and exploring the outdoors. His parents encouraged his interests, providing him with a wide range of books and toys, including a miniature army of toy soldiers that sparked his lifelong fascination with military history. As a young boy, Winston attended St. Chest, George's School in Ascot, where he struggled with discipline and behavior, often clashing with his teachers and getting into mischief. Despite these challenges, he showed a keen intellect and a love of learning, particularly in subjects like history, literature, and science. In 1887, at the age of 12, Winston enrolled at Harrow School, one of the most prestigious public schools in England. At Harrow, Winston developed a passion for literature, particularly the works of William Shakespeare and Edward Gibbon. He also became an avid reader of history, devouring books on ancient civilizations and modern politics. His time at Harrow was marked by both academic success and personal struggle, as he navigated the challenges of adolescence and grappled with his own sense of purpose. During his summer holidays, Winston often visited his family's estates in Ireland and Scotland, where he developed a love of nature, hunting, and the outdoors. These experiences shaped his appreciation for the British Empire and its role in the world, as well as his commitment to public service and leadership. His relationships with his family members were also significant in shaping his early life, particularly his older brother Jack, who was a source of comfort and support. As Winston entered his late teens, he began to develop a sense of ambition and purpose, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a thirst for adventure. He was determined to make a name for himself, to prove himself as a worthy successor to his family's legacy, and to leave his mark on the world. The events of his childhood, his family's influence, and his own innate personality traits all contributed to the formation of a complex and dynamic individual, poised on the threshold of a remarkable career. From his childhood at Blenheim Palace to his time at Harrow School, Winston was preparing himself for the challenges ahead, developing the skills, knowledge, and character that would serve him well in his later years as a statesman, warrior, and leader. Churchill's military career began in 1895 when he enrolled at the Royal Military College at Sandhurst. He graduated in 1896 and was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the British Army. His early experiences as a soldier took him to India, where he saw action on the northwest frontier and developed a passion for writing. Churchill's first book, The Story of the Malacan Field Force, was published in 1898 and received critical acclaim. In 1899, Churchill resigned his commission and began to pursue a career in politics. He stood as a conservative candidate in the general election of that year, but was defeated. Undeterred, he continued to write and speak out on issues of the day, building a reputation as a skilled orator and a passionate advocate for social justice. Churchill's big break came in 1900 when he was elected as a Member of Parliament for Manchester North West. He quickly made a name for himself in the House of Commons, delivering powerful speeches and challenging the government on issues such as poverty, education, and military reform. His rise through the ranks of politics was rapid, and by 1908 he had been appointed as President of the Board of Trade. Churchill's experiences during World War I were a defining moment in his career. He served as First Lord of the Admiralty from 1911 to 1915, playing a key role in the development of the British Navy. However, his tenure was marked by controversy, particularly over the Dardanelles campaign, which ended in disaster. Churchill resigned as First Lord and took up a commission in the British Army, serving on the Western Front. Despite these setbacks, Churchill's determination and resilience ultimately paid off. He returned to politics in 1917, serving as Minister of Munitions and later as Secretary of State for War. His leadership during this period helped to galvanize the British war effort, and his oratory skills played a significant role in rallying the nation. Throughout this period, Churchill's relationships with other prominent figures were crucial in shaping his career. His friendship with David Lloyd George, who would later become Prime Minister, was particularly important. The two men shared a passion for social reform and a commitment to winning the war. As we explore this pivotal moment in Churchill's life, it becomes clear that his early experiences, both in politics and in war, were instrumental in shaping his future as a leader. His unwavering determination, his unshakable courage, and his unparalleled leadership skills all contributed to his rise to prominence. The events of World War I had a profound impact on Churchill, testing his resolve and forcing him to confront the harsh realities of conflict. Yet, even in the face of adversity, he remained steadfast, using his oratory skills to inspire and motivate those around him. From his early days as a soldier to his later years as a statesman, Churchill was preparing himself for the challenges ahead, developing the skills, knowledge, and character that would serve him well in his future role as Prime Minister. Churchill's leadership during World War II is the stuff of legend. As Prime Minister, he played a crucial role in rallying the British people during the darkest days of the war. His famous speeches, such as the "We Shall Fight on the Beaches" address, helped to galvanize the nation and inspire resistance against the Nazi threat. Churchill's relationship with other world leaders, including Franklin D. Roosevelt and Joseph Stalin, was also instrumental in shaping the course of the war. One of the most significant moments of Churchill's leadership during World War II came in 1940 when he delivered his finest hour speech to the House of Commons. In this iconic address, Churchill rallied the British people, declaring that the whole fury and might of the enemy must very soon be turned on us. He went on to say, "Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duties, and so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth lasts for 1,000 years, men will still say, 'This was their finest hour.'" This speech helped to steel the British people for the challenges ahead and cemented Churchill's reputation as a master orator. In addition to his leadership during World War II, Churchill also played a significant role in shaping the post-war world. He was a key figure at the Yalta Conference, where he met with Roosevelt and Stalin to discuss the future of Europe. Churchill's advocacy for a strong Britain and a united Europe helped to shape the course of European history in the decades that followed. In his later years, Churchill continued to be active in politics, serving as Prime Minister again from 1951 to 1955. He also remained a prolific writer, publishing numerous books on history, politics, and literature. One of his most famous works from this period is A History of the English-Speaking Peoples, a 4-volume set that explores the shared heritage of Britain and the United States. Churchill's final years were marked by a series of significant events, including his resignation as Prime Minister in 1955 and his death in 1965. His funeral was a national occasion, with thousands of people lining the streets to pay their respects to the former Prime Minister. Churchill's legacy continues to be felt today, with his name becoming synonymous with leadership, courage, and determination. As we reflect on Churchill's later life, it becomes clear that his experiences during World War II had a profound impact on him. The war tested his resolve and forced him to confront the harsh realities of conflict. Yet, even in the face of adversity, he remained steadfast, using his oratory skills to inspire and motivate those around him. In the words of Churchill himself, "When you're going through hell, keep going." This phrase encapsulates the spirit of determination and resilience that defined Churchill's life and legacy. As Churchill once said, "The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you are likely to see." This phrase reflects his deep understanding of history and his ability to learn from the past. As we look back on Churchill's life, we can see the profound impact he had on the world and the enduring legacy he left behind. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm General Biography reminding you to keep marching toward victory.